Hi and welcome to Reseller News. My name is Rich Pasini. Today is January 29, 2020. Thank you for tuning in. I just want to start off by saying thank you to all the new subscribers who recently subscribed to my channel. It is greatly appreciated. I hope you like the content and come back for more. And if you are visiting for the first time, I just want to say welcome to my YouTube channel. And in case you were wondering, I do the Reseller News, the Let's Talk eBay, and I'm also a vlogger. The whole purpose of this YouTube channel, folks, is to share news and updates what goes on in the e-commerce world. And I just want to throw this out there. For all the websites I do show you, I do not have any affiliate links with them. So just to keep you aware of that. And also, I want to let you know that I do not read everything verbatim. I will give you the URLs to where I got the information from, and the rest is up to you if you'd like to pick up where I left off. So without further ado, let's get right to the news. Okay, for the next 10 websites that I'm going to be opening up are going to be from e-commerce bytes. So let me give you the URL. It's www.ecommercebytes.com. And I will be giving you the dates after each one just to let you know that the information is current. It's not old, not predated, past dated, or outdated. So the first one is going to be from January 26, 2020. And the latest news on eBay managed payments. It goes on to say here, most eBay sellers will have their accounts enabled for managed payments in 2020, according to an email some sellers received in December from Melissa Cutright, Vice President of Global Payments. Now, I haven't received any of these folks, any of these emails from them. Right now, I want to stay with PayPal. I don't know if any of you guys out there are using the managed payments program. I am not at this time, and I really don't want to. So if any of you are out there using it, and if you want to share it with us, let us know how it's going. I did not opt into it, so I don't know. We'll see how that works out. But anyway, we'll read a little more into it. It says eBay executive Harry Temkin also provided sellers attending a recent eBay upfront events in New York with additional information about managed payments, such as news that eBay would make 10 years worth of transaction history available instead of the current limit of just 90 days. Then it goes on to say that would be welcome news, though Temkin didn't say if the expanded availability of historic sales data would be retroactive. And then it goes on to say a little further more. It says in his presentation that was published in January 14th podcast, Temkin said listings with eBay managed payments enabled would be, would display the payment methods available to buyers based on their location. Now, if you want to read a little more into this here, there's quite a bit of text here. The reason why, in case you are new for the first time, you're saying, you're wondering why I don't read all of this stuff here, because it's too much. It'll take too long, and I don't want to keep these reseller newses for 2 hours, whatever, because I literally can keep this thing going for hours on end, but I don't want to go that way. Anyway, and the other thing I would like to always refer to people to do is to definitely go to the site itself. You could, I could scroll down and read it. You could read it like that, pause the video, but I don't want to do that right now. But another reason why is because there's active hyperlinks in these websites I'm showing you. Okay, see here, all in blue. This is an active hyperlink. Now I'm not going to click the active hyperlinks on it. Like I said again, it's going to take too much time. But if you go down here, in this particular case, you will see a lot of hyperlinks, and at the bottom you're going to notice what takes up a lot of the room too on these websites is that there are people leaving comments. And I recommend, if you get a chance, to read the comments, because sometimes these people bring out good information out there that you and I may not be aware of. All right, so I gave you the URL, okay, so you could check it out. And I want to move right along, folks. I don't want to expand too much on the topic. This is what you'll be looking for. This one, like I said again, came out January 26, 2020. The story you're going to be looking for is latest news on eBay managed payments. Okay, I won't be repeating the information going forward for the next 9 windows we have opened up here. So let's go right to it. This one here came out January 24th, 2020. It says what to expect from eBay earnings released next week. It goes on to say here, we've been announcing earnings next week that are there is already an article on what to watch from financial site Motley Fool. The column is described as an investor in a great business. Contributing writer with the Motley Fool described eBay's challenge and opportunities from the shareholders' point of view and said investors won't be in the celebratory mood until they see a clear path toward faster marketplace growth, especially given the booming e-commerce industry. Okay, now again, you could check it out, and you could also read the what do you call it, the comments below. All right. These, folks, I know it seems like I'm just kind of like giving little tidbits of information, but try to understand this is just to enlighten you guys out there, especially if you're an eBay seller. It's just to keep you in the loop of what's going on. My job is to present the information to you guys, and the rest is up to you if you like to pick up, like I said, where I left off. It's to keep you in the loop of what's going on. And the other reason why I do the reseller news is to keep you aware of maybe something you're not familiar with, or you're not aware of what's going on within the eBay corporate structure. So when I get the information passed down to me, I will pass it down to you guys and keep you updated as well. Okay, moving right along. This story came out January 23rd, 2020. It says, sellers learn hard lesson about shipping insurance. And it goes on to say, sellers wondered if they were essentially throwing their money away on shipping insurance, voicing concerns in a discussion post that highlights the importance of reviewing terms before forking over money for protection. A reader pointed out to us this discussion board post on Etsy here, where a seller said their claim was rejected by Ship Insurance because they had used a box with their name and branding. The seller published in their post in October and said the Ship Insurance denied the claim based on the use of a manufacturer packaging. The fact of an image, not my logo, just a random image of a mountain scene, and my name is on the box, they believe the package is more likely to grow legs and walk away, or can be damaged by a bitter postal worker who doesn't like my brand. So they don't cover claims when packaging has branding on them, the seller wrote. Now, here's the thing, folks. I don't know about you guys, but I like to just use plain boxes in some cases to ship my stuff out. I don't know. I know you could also buy from eBay the branding, their branded boxes as well. But, not for nothing. When it comes to branding, I'd rather brand my own, put my own name on there. I do it with stickers, like not stickers, but I made my own little thing up in, if you watch one of my videos, I make my own little labels of my advertisements. And I use my own things like that, advertising on there and stuff like that. But as far as like with the shipping insurance, I don't know. This is the first time I'm hearing a story like this. I'm not sure of the company. I think that's Ship Insurance. It must be something new that they've been dealing, that they have. I'm not familiar with it. The only insurance I know is the insurance I use from the United States Postal Service. And again, if you want to use their service from the USPS on their priority mail, you're covered up to $50 automatically. It's tracked and insured. Okay, and you're using their boxes, their branded boxes, and you get them for free, of course. But this person here seems to have a little dilemma with the branding on it, So that's totally up to you. Me personally, I like to use just plain boxes, and I get all my supplies at the Walmart next to me, down the block from me. And if I want to brand them, I could just make my own stickers up, or with my computer, and just put my own name on there. Which in some cases I do. I have little things I made up, little labels that say "Shop RJ Pasini for great deals," and I will just tape them onto the box. But it's a little sticker. It's like a little thing there, so it's not like the whole box is branded. I usually paste them right under the shipping label. But you could do something like that. But this is the first time I'm hearing something like this here. Again, I'm not going to read the whole story. This is totally up to you if you like to. Check it out. But remember one thing, though, folks. If you do want to send something out with insurance, if it stays under that weight limit, a certain weight limit with the United States Postal Service, you could do that there. Use the priority mail. And like I said, again, up to $50, you're covered. That doesn't cost you any additional money. Anything over a certain weight, then and the value of it, of course, then it's going to cost you money. But for the most part, I ship stuff out that's under $50 in some cases, and the priority mail, and I use the priority mail, and I get their boxes for free. So that's one way of saving on costs like that. But as far as like this one here, this is the first time I'm hearing a story like this. Maybe you guys might have had experiences like this. I don't know. But if you want to read more into the story, you know where to get the information from. Let's move right along. Okay, this is another one here, something for protection. Okay, this one came out January 25th, 2020. Can sellers count on protection from eBay and PayPal? Now they're running into Einar Steiner. For those of you who are new, if you don't know, Einar is the co-founder and owner of e-commerce bites, and it's either a buyer or a seller most likely. writing into her, and it goes on to say, "Dear Ina, I would like to point out a serious loophole in both eBay's and PayPal's so-called seller protections policy. We have been selling on eBay for 7 years. An interior designer purchased a China cabinet from me last July 2019 and paid to have it shipped for a total of $1,500. In August, she filed a claim with PayPal saying the charge was unauthorized, but PayPal ruled in my favor. Then in December, she filed a claim directly with her credit card company saying the cabinet was not as described. PayPal notified me of the dispute, and I responded to PayPal that I had not heard from her since her purchase. She still had the cabinet and has not offered to return it, but I can't even be sure that her credit card company got my reply." And it goes on to say over here a little more. Her credit card company ruled in her favor and refunded her money out of my PayPal account. Both PayPal and eBay said it was out of their hands because they had no control over her credit card's company's decision, and that and they would not. They weren't even giving me the name of her credit card company, saying I would have to sue them to get a subpoena in order to get that information. You know, if you're going to have problems like this, folks, with credit card companies, it might lose sales doing this here, but you might want to say, you know, you accept PayPal. Now, I know eBay has something like that there, but you could also throw a little thing in your description, PayPal preferred for purchases, something along that line. Apparently, it looks like this person here, her credit card company was in her favor. So it looks like I'm not going to read the whole story here, but if I had to take a guess, I would think that this buyer, or I should say seller, is going to be out of that money as far as that part goes, the refund part of it. But anyway, yeah, you got to be careful, folks, when it comes to things like that. I'm not too, crazy about doing stuff with credit cards. All my purchases on my sales, all the sales I make, they're all PayPal related. I have no credit cards. I haven't had any, not that I recall. Any purchase people made from me was always through PayPal. I love PayPal. PayPal has been pretty good to me. The only thing I don't like about PayPal is that they changed their policy where you don't get those funds refunded to you if the buyer sends it back to you. Well, that's the way I understood it. That's what happened with me with one of my things. So, that's something to keep in mind. That's why I'm sharing this information with you guys, just to keep you abreast what's going on, so you know what to do for the future if anything like this is to arise. At least you're well aware of it, what's going on here. All right, let's bump out of here. This goes on to say, seller stymied by eBay and PayPal sales tax reports. This came out January 23rd, 2020. Another person writing into Ina, it says, "Dear Ina, I know there was some discussion on e-commerce rights regarding the sales tax eBay collects from the sale to remit to each state. What a mess." Okay, it goes on to say, "I actually had 2 PayPal reps tell me that the sale tax would not be included in the gross total sales, including totals on the 1099. Wrong. I wasn't too worried, though, as I figured I can download them from the data from PayPal and get the totals on the tax collected." It goes on to say here, "I have a program that also collects my sales income, but it collects the net, not the gross. The 1099K from PayPal is the gross and includes sales tax. Thus, the need to determine the sales tax amount and the total order to deduct it." It goes on to say a little further here, "One can get the information by downloading the data from eBay, but they only hold information for 90 days. So if you didn't start in January saving the data, good luck." I don't know about you guys, but I tell you the truth. Right now, if you go to PayPal, if you use PayPal exclusively for your sales, purchase, for buyers to make purchases, you could print out a form there of your yearly sales and financial data statement. I think what it has there. I do it every year when it comes to tax time. And you could also collect on there too. You could also collect, they have a thing there to see if you're going to qualify for a 1099 for taxes. If you click it on, it'll tell you there's no tax. You're not going to get no tax form this year or whatever. Because first off, I don't meet the threshold. I think the threshold has got to be 20,000 and more and also get a tax form from PayPal. But even though you don't hit that threshold, you still have to, of course, report the income you make from eBay. Whether you're making less or whatever. Yeah, well, most likely it's less for me. So I still have to report it on my 1099, my 1040 form. It comes in as income. But again, just be aware of this, folks. Okay. Again, I don't know. The only thing that gets me with the eBay as far as in regards to collecting the sales tax, I always see that on my transaction details when I print them out from PayPal. And the way I understand it, and I could be wrong, I said it once before, folks, I am not a tax person. I'm not, CPA or anything like that. That's why I say in some of my other videos, I was saying always check with your local tax advisor. It'll say on there, taxes collected by eBay. And the way I understand it is that they will collect the sales tax. I know they have an office, I believe, in New York. And they will collect the sales tax here for New York sales, which I do make some, not a lot, but some, that they collect the sales tax, and they, in turn, eBay, that is, would send the money to the jurisdiction, the tax jurisdiction for my state. I don't know, and I know other states are jumping in as well with this here. I don't know if you guys heard about it. I think they were talking about this, I think, back in 2018, right up to the present. So you're going to keep hearing this every now and then. Well, more so now than then. But keep that in mind, folks, okay? All right, let's bump out of the screen here. Okay, our next story is Feds to raid e-commerce warehouse to ferret out fakes. This story came out January 26, 2020. It says fake goods are entering the country and the government is playing harsher methods to deal with the problem, according to CNBC. Referring to a report published by the U.S. Department of Homeland Security, DHS, on Friday, CNBC said it gives officials greater power to examine shipments in the U.S. warehouses and fulfillment centers, including Amazon's sprawling network of warehouses across the country. All e-commerce platforms would be subject to practices laid out in the report designed to fight counterfeits, and it appears to the third-party sellers will also face greater scrutiny and punishment. I'm not going to read too much into this, folks, okay? I know that this is nothing new. They've been talking about this. I think I've covered this in my other reseller news. If I find that information about the eBay, I don't know if you guys are familiar with, they have an authentication service that they offer where you send that item in and they will get, it goes to eBay, I believe, and they will authenticate that item or that product, whatever, if it's a Gucci handbag or a Prada, whatever. If I find information, I'm going to put it in there. So if any of you guys out there are selling designer handbags or whatever, you may want to protect yourself from this here, okay? I will put that in there somewhere in the link, in the comments, whatever, and you guys could check it out. But it's a service that eBay, I believe, offers. And again, I'm not sure if it's a third-party person who does that there, who does the authentication of these items, but I will give you that information. This way you could have it going forward. All right, I'm not going to get too much into this, folks, because I've talked about this in my other reseller news things about fakes. Yes, we know they're cracking down on it, and I can't blame them. It's a billion-dollar industry. How people, these companies, they were losing money because of this, the way these knockoffs look and fakes. It's true, but yeah, I'm going to share that information with you guys. So I will drop it in the comment below. Hopefully I won't forget. All right, let's move to the next one here. All right. And it goes on to say, this next one came out January 23rd, 2020. Have you noticed eBay is faster? eBay techies are working to make the site faster. Senthil I can't say the name, Penman, I'm sorry, is Vice President of Technical Fellow at eBay, where he heads front-end and user experience engineering across eBay's marketplace. He took to the eBay corporate blog to publish an update on the performance on critical eBay flows across all platforms, iOS, Android, and the web, and post called Speed by 1,000 Cuts. Now, I didn't check that out, but I think I will. I like to see these things when they come up with updates and stuff. I'm not going to read too much into this here. It's quite a bit. Well, there's enough to read here, like I said, but you guys could check it out. And just to give you just a refresher here, at the bottom here, just to let you guys know, you can leave. These are all comments. The rest of it's comments here. You can leave a comment if you want to log in to reply. If you want to reply to any of these comments, some people post a lot of stuff on this here, and like I said again earlier, there is a lot of good information that you can gain from these people leaving these comments, because they may, like I said again, they may bring things to your attention that you or I might not be aware of. Okay, so you might want to check into that there. All right, and I like to just check this out, about the speed by 1,000 cuts, but I'll do that later on. I'm going to leave that window open. Let's go to the next one over here. PayPal makes more inroads into China. This story came out January 23rd, 2020. It says PayPal made more inroads in China, announcing Wednesday a partnership with the Union Pay International. The company said that they will work together to accelerate the growth of their mutual networks. PayPal has committed to supporting UPI acceptance globally where PayPal is accepted, giving Union Pay cardholders more choice when shopping. Union Pay cards can now be added to your PayPal wallets in Australia, Philippines, Singapore, South Korea, and Thailand. According to the announcement during 2020, PayPal and UPI plan to have more than 30 markets, which means that once a Union Pay card is added to the PayPal wallet, these cardholders will have the ability to shop at any of the 24 million merchants globally where PayPal is accepted via the PayPal wallet. Okay, interesting. All right. Well, you guys know the rule. You could read it where you could pick up where I left off. I'm trying to keep this short and sweet, guys. Okay, this one here now is the e-commerce bytes classifieds. I don't put these in all the time, but every now and then I like to just throw it out there to you guys. If you check this out here, you could create a free account with automated searches, and what it'll do is it'll keep you a post of what's going on every time you do something. It'll come onto your email. You'll get an email about these searches. It's pretty good. I have it on my system here, and every now and then I get the automated searches and stuff. If you never tried it, you could try it out. If you don't, you could always just remove it, just uninstall it. But in order to use it, it says if you have to be included in your Auction Bytes Classified, you got to register to Auction Bytes Classified, set up a classified ad. Once you have registered to pay your classified via by PayPal. That's if you're going to go into the paid store. I just want the service where it's just going to show you what's being sold or whatever. I'm not really interested in that other stuff, but it's not bad. If you click it on over here, it's going to bring you to this window over here. Now you can see I have my name is logged in here. I don't remember my password. Usually it doesn't auto log in, but I didn't put it in this time. You could check it out like that as well. It's not bad. It says over here, get free eBay search alerts by email or text up to 1,440 times more effective than eBay's once a day saved searches and emails. eBay's highest ranked search for service since 2007. And again, you could create this here. I have no affiliate links with them. Okay, so anything if you check this out, I'm not going to get anything for it. I'm just sharing information with you, so you guys might want to check into it. Another one over here in the classified is the BAM Seeker. This is basically another one. Well, this will keep you abreast of what's going on. It says BAM Seeker is a software for eBay buyers who make a living or supplement their income buying items on eBay. Includes very powerful searching capability, newly listed Buy It Now, BIN, listings. All right, and it says, why would you want to search for those? You wouldn't get the good deals by placing, you won't get the good deals by placing bids on eBay or sniping because everybody else has the same chance to bid or on a given auction. It says you're the first one to find out that it was just listed for a low price, though you can grab it up before anybody else has the chance. Okay, and you can check it out. You can go there. We click it on really quick. This is what it'll talk about it. Okay, it says software for serious eBay buyers. Okay, you can check it out, folks. For yourself. And again, you can create a free BAM account. This gives you a little information on it if you want to check it out. Okay, like I said, I don't mind sharing information with you guys. Anything that could help you out to help you get better sales or whatever, or just make life easy in general, I will definitely do it for you guys. I don't mind putting this information out. So let's go to this one over here. And last but not least, this is the Seller's Choice from 2020, e-commerce marketplace ratings. I decided to throw this out there if you want to check it out. It says, welcome to the 11th annual e-commerce bytes Seller Choice marketplace rating survey. This survey is comprised individual sections containing questions about the following 10 sales venues: Amazon, Bonanza, Craigslist, eBay, eCrater, Etsy, Facebook, Mercari, Poshmark, and Ruby Lane. And if you guys want to check it out, you could also participate in there. And you could just follow this here, and you could, check it out. You could do the survey if you choose to do so. Like I said again, folks, I do not get anything for this here. So anything I post up here is free information. And with that, we are going to bump out of this window here. Well, that concludes this video. I hope you found the information helpful. And if you did, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button, like, comment, and share. And if you want to be updated when I post out new videos, please hit that bell notification icon. My name is Rich Pasini. You're watching Reseller News for January 29th, 2020. I'm wishing you guys all the best in your eBay sales. I hope this information does help out. It basically is to keep you aware of what's going on in the e-commerce world and my job is to make sure you guys get that information. Hopefully it'll give you a little more insight of as to what's going on within eBay and of course the other platforms as well. So I hope you like the content. If you're visiting for the first time and you like my if you like my YouTube channel, please don't forget to hit that bell, subscribe, like, comment, and share. And again, I just want to say thank you to all the new subscribers who recently subscribed to my channel. It is greatly appreciated. Until next time, bye-bye for now. Hey guys, Rich Pasini here. Before you go, I just wanted to talk a little about the eBay Authenticate I was talking to you earlier on Reseller News. You may want to check out this service if you are a seller that sells high-end handbags, designer ones that is. And they offer, it's a pretty good service. I did a little snapshot over here. You could pause the video if you like to read a little more about it. But I will be dropping a link below for you guys to get more information about it as to where, how to send it in and so on and so forth. It's really good. It's got a lot of good information there, so you definitely may want to check into it. Again, this is for the, like I said, this is where they definitely authenticate handbags and stuff like that. So again, if you guys want to stay in a safe zone when it comes to selling handbags, designer handbags that is, you may want to check into eBay Authenticate. I hope this information helps. If you like it, guys, drop a link below. Let me know what you think. Bye bye for now.